It is a beautiful morning out here, and doing this together. Got some side spots off the lanes. There's these four things that got by the line. I got no headlight. There's some headlight that I had when I bought it was broken, so I need to get a headlight for it. But she is wrong. She is wrong. Could not be out here. Could not be out here. So it's not perfect by any means. Some of the routing could have been done a little different, but we're just letting her warm up here. She's a little low on gas. I need to get gas pretty bad here. What I need to do is put some fuel additive in and you know, help this fuel out. It's been like at least 5 months it's been running, so it's kind of running on bad gas. I'm surprised it starts up right away as quick as it does. But man, oh man, this thing, man, fought a lot with this one, man, fought a lot. So I've driven it actually twice now. I'll probably drive it a third time maybe. But yeah, exciting stuff. I got my mount coming for that seat. I just kind of want to drive it. I still need to weld the differential and do the rear subframe reinforcement, but I just wanted to kind of drive the damn thing. Because yeah, I just want to make sure everything's good. Like all that hard work actually is going to work. Before I start going crazy on customizing the interior and stuff, let's just make sure everything's good. But no check engine light. I did the sap delete, and I should have a check engine light for that, but I don't. Some odd reason, I don't. Maybe I haven't driven it long enough, I don't know. I've driven it around the block a couple times. It's gotten up to operating temperature. Everything's definitely been driven. But yeah, I guess now I can go around and show you maybe that I've driven it. Well, I should bring my wallet and my papers just in case. I don't have plates for it, so I'll probably go do that really quick, and then pick this back up and we'll go for a nice little drive around the neighborhood. Alright, so I've left it here to idle for a little bit while I went inside, grabbed my wallet and stuff. It looks like it's staying at the midline. Everything actually has seemed to be fine, not gonna lie. When I first started it, I had one of the heater hose clamps not tight enough, so it started spewing. I tightened it down as, you know, it was spewing. So I had lost a little bit of coolant. I know I had got a little hot there. I didn't touch red or nothing, but I know it went past the midline. But other than that, yeah, it's been good, man. What I ended up doing was, the first time around I did it, I used the stock length, stock thickness head gasket. But my head and my block were shaved. My machine shop guy told me, he said, oh, you'll probably get away with the stock. But honestly, it was leaking. Like, it was leaking oil out of one of the galleries for the timing cover. So it was like, what the hell? And I put the thicker one on, it doesn't seem to be leaking. So I think that was the way to go. It definitely sucked, because if you know, working on E46, like a head gasket job is not an easy job. Like, and it's definitely not one that you want to do again right after rebuilding the whole engine. Like, you definitely don't want to have to do that, but that's what I had to do. So lesson learned, anytime it's machine head or whatever, anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, because it was leaking. I tried looking up, I said, damn, is there an RTV spot I missed? Is it something that I not torque it enough or properly? Nah, thickness of the head gasket was just too thin, so the oil was just going right past it. Anyway, let's go ahead and drive it. I don't really know how I'm gonna do this, but yeah, try my best. Do my best here. She's a lot of fun. 192 on the dash. But now we're at 0. Technically. But yeah, photo reads 192. That's when the whole rebuild needed to be done. Really, I think what happened was, dude was driving, it was overheating, and it warped both the head and the block. So that's when it needed to have all that crap. But you can't resurface the block without pulling it apart. And yeah, that's why I did a whole rebuild. Man, oh man. God, it feels surreal. Every time I drive this car, it just feels surreal, man. Like, damn, the amount of crap that I went through to get this thing right. Get this thing going, man. I really need to get gas for it, man. I really need to top it off with that fuel additive and get some gas. Some fresh gas. Fill her up. I know if I take it to the gas station, it's gonna be a fucking cop. Oh, this thing sounds so good, man. It sounds so good. I don't know if that was phony or what, but it started getting past the midline for a second. I don't know why. Check it out when I pull in. We'll see. Right now it's back at mid, but hold on, let me pull in. See if that was a little phony readout. Because I do know I've got an upgraded thermostat, upgraded radiator. There should be no reason at all why it would do anything like that. But when it does start up, it doesn't really start up all the way cold, so I don't really know the true runtime. So I'm curious. Going on. So anyway, here she is, she's running. Hit the gas and it goes back to middle, I don't know. They do have the high flow water pump as well. Yeah, you know, I'll just keep my eyes on it or whatever. I do want to just get temp tags and shit and just, you know, drive it around for a little bit before I pay for going on the track and stuff. I just want to make sure everything is good. So I'm going to work on getting temp tags for it. That way I can do a better kind of drive and stuff. But I need gas really bad. Really need the gas. Really need to put the fuel additive in and do that. But, yeah, I don't know if that thing's reading a little phony. It didn't crazy go over, but when it starts up not right at the line. Like when it starts. when it starts, it's like a little bit on the blue already. It's not down there at the white line on the left. So I'm not sure if it's a phony readout, like if this is the max temp or whatever, like a little bit over is where it should be or what. But I swear when I started it doesn't actually. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's see here. Let's see what it does. If it gets anywhere close, I just shut it off, but I don't see any point leaving. Oh. Oh, just came back. Weird. Anyway, I'll probably check that out. Might be a faulty temp sensor. I didn't change any sensors actually. When I rebuilt it, I didn't do new sensors. I just did everything else new. Everything else seemed like it was fine, but who knows? Anyway, that's it. And I haven't made a video in a while, so yeah, I'm gonna try and do better with that. But it is running now, so that is really good. I can start kind of moving forward and doing the other things that I need to do. So stay tuned, stay posted. Still gotta weld the diff, do the seat install, subframe, reinforcement, and then harness bar and harnesses, things like that, and then it'll be ready to go. So let's do it.